5 beautiful African queens of all times. 1. Amina, the Queen of Zaria, Nigeria. Amina Muhammad was a Hausa warrior queen of the city-state Zazu, presently in the northwest region of Nigeria. Her leadership skills were discovered early by her grandfather, who allowed her to attend state meetings. Historians describe her as one of the real rulers born in the mid-16th century. After the death of her brother Karami in 1576, Amina ascended to the position of queen. Zazu was one of the original 7 Hausa states, that has been Daura, Kenu, Gober, Katsina, Rona, and Garun Gabas. Before Amina assumed the throne, Zazu was one of the largest of these states. It was also the primary source of slaves that would be sold at the slave market of Kenu and Katsina by the Arab merchants. Only 3 months after being crowned queen, Amina waged a 34-year campaign against her neighbors to expand Zazu territory. Her army consisting of 20,000 foot soldiers and 1,000 cavalry troops was well trained and fearsome. In fact, one of her first announcements to her people was a call for them to resharpen their weapons, because there's a great thing ahead for them to do. Number 2 is the Empress Candies of Ethiopia. Candies or Kandeki was the name given to any queen or empress of Ethiopia by the Europeans. These great women were seen to be wives of the gods or the living God. Candies of 332 BC has a particular story that still should stand tall today. Despite the lack of knowledge of these queens, this legend made its way out into space. Her actual name was said to be Amarirenas. She was blind in one eye due to losing it in a battle with the Romans. She was known to be a fierce, tactical, and uniting leader. Alexander the Great had to reach Kemet, ancient Egypt, and was gearing up to battle into Ethiopia. Alexander never fought Candice, though, and there are a few accounts as to the reason why Alexander refused to fight her. The widely accepted view, one given by Chancellor Williams, who wrote The Destruction of Black Civilization, is that upon hearing Alexander the Great coming, Empress Candice gathered her black troops, lining them up across the first cataract, along with her servants, stood on top of 2 African elephants on a throne and waited for Alexander to show up. When Alexander saw this beautiful warrior, he decided against invasion and turned around. What a great woman! A tactical queen. The next one is Makida, Queen of Sheba. Ethiopia is an African country that finds its way in the course of history. It's a very important place. In 960 BC, Ethiopia was represented by a queen called Belkis or Makida. With the much deliberation, she is often referred to as Queen of Sheba globally. Queen of Sheba visited a Judean monarch called Solomon and created a story that is dated down until now. She visited Solomon because of the tremendous sense of wisdom following from the judgment of the Judean monarch Solomon. Both King Solomon and Queen of Sheba enjoyed having each other as a companion. The Queen of Sheba reigned over Arabia, Sheba, and Ethiopia. She also built a great city named after her and lived therein. It also increased the ego and popularity in the history of the world. 4. Nefertiti, queen of ancient Kemet, that is, Egypt. Nefertiti was an Egyptian queen and the great royal wife of Akhenaten, an Egyptian pharaoh. With her husband, she reigned during what was arguably the wealthiest period of ancient Egyptian history. Nefertiti was the queen of the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt, the great royal wife of Pharaoh Akhenaten. By the 12th year of his reign, there is evidence she may have been elevated to the status of co-regent, equal in status to the pharaoh, as may be depicted on the Regency stela. 5. Ya Santoa Ashanti Kingdom in Ghana. Ya Santoa was born in 1840 in Besiase to Kweku Ampoma Anatapo. She was the queen mother of Ejoso in the Ashanti Empire, now part of modern-day Ghana. She was an intellectual, a politician, human rights activist, a queen, and a leader. Her brother Afrani Penin became the chief of Ejoso, a nearby community. Thus, during her brother's reign, that she saw the Ashanti Confederacy go through a series of events that threatened its future, including the Civil War from 1883 to 1888. The Ashanti-British War of the Golden Stool, also known as the Ya Santoa War, was led by Queen Mother Nana Ya Santoa with an army of over 5,000 black soldiers. The result of this rebellion was that it quelled the Anglo-Ashanti series of wars that lasted throughout the 19th century. Please subscribe, hit the bell and click all. Then like our videos and share.